Assembly Member Matt Haney is in the house. Mr. Haney, are we starting with a?
We're going to do.
Most people, you're going to do 2344. Got it. Very good. Whenever you're ready, sir. And do you have a witness today?
I do.
Great.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey. All right. Ready? Okay. Thank you. Oh, this says speaker and members. Wow, you've been upgraded on my form. Chairman and members, AB 2344 will address the overcrowding crisis in our animal shelters by streamlining the adoption and fostering process for animals involved in animal cruelty cases. Right now, animals rescued from abuse are held in shelters for extended periods as evidence while cases move through the courts. This practice keeps animals in limbo, often for months or even years. The result is severe overcrowding, strained resources, and increased risk of euthanasia for otherwise adoptable animals. In LA County, all 7 animal shelters had to remain open beyond normal hours to take in over 300 animals from a single cruelty case in Lake Hughes. These animals are now occupying critical space and resources while their case is pending, delaying their chance at a permanent loving home. Shelters are designed to operate at about 75 to 80% capacity, yet many are now exceeding 100% at a cost of over $105 per animal per day. Prolonged stays are not only unsustainable, they divert resources away from care, staffing, and other animals in need. AB 2344 will provide a clear and fair legal pathway to address this issue. It will allow animal shelters and control agencies to file a petition requesting that animals involved in cruelty cases be forfeited to the city or county. The forfeiture hearing would happen in the same superior court that is handling the underlying case and within 14 days of the petition being filed. This process ensures due process while allowing animals to be placed in safe foster or adoptive homes much sooner and follows the practice in many, many other states. California has fallen behind. With me today and to testify in support is Nicholas Sackett on behalf of Social Compassion and Daniel Felizzato from the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office.
Mr. Chairman, members, Dan Felizzato on behalf of the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. As the Assemblyman mentioned, virtually every animal shelter in the state of California is operating at 100 to 120% of capacity. One of the reasons for this are animals that are seized as evidence in abuse cases. Because they are evidence, they cannot be adopted, they cannot be euthanized, they cannot be fostered. They must just remain at the shelter. Obviously, this causes problems for other adoptable animals that aren't able to remain as long as they probably should. When a defendant fails to appear, this bill would allow the shelter to request the prosecuting agency to initiate a proceeding of forfeiture. These owners have already constructively abandoned these animals by not showing up. They already have the receipts. They know where the animals are. They're not taken to a location where they don't know. They choose, for a variety of reasons, not to come to court. When they don't, the animal just has to sit in the shelter. It says that this causes problems for other adoptable animals, but it also causes problems for these evidentiary animals because there's, and you're gonna have to forgive me because I don't know the medical term, but it's referred to as kennel crazy. Speaking to vets from UC Davis, they say all animals will go kennel crazy, some sooner than others, depending on a whole variety of factors. But when that happens, even if we get to a point where that animal could be adopted, because of the bad behavior that is developed, it makes it almost impossible for those animals to be adopted. This will help reduce that overcrowding. We think it's a win-win, saves taxpayer monies, saves animals. We ask for your support.
Chair, members, my name is Nicholas Sackett, representing proud sponsor Social Compassion in legislation. As Dan just described, our state's animal shelters are already at their limits due to pet overpopulation crisis. And when animal abuse cases arise and animals are seized, oftentimes in large numbers, it is imperative that we don't require them to languish in shelters for months and months. These animals have already suffered. What they need is stability, care, and a chance to live a normal life. The current system means living in limbo, confined and often stressed. And I do want to make it clear that this is not a criticism of shelters, but just a recognition that it is just not possible to give these animals the kind of life they deserve in the shelter setting. Creating a clear path for earlier forfeiture and adoption changes that. It allows these animals to find homes where they can begin to rebuild, trust, and thrive, and it frees up critical shelter space so other animals can be rescued and cared for. This is about compassion, but it's also about common sense. If we can safely and legally move these animals into forever homes sooner, we should. And with that, respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Great. Thank you all very much. Next, can we get the Me Too's? Anyone else in support of the bill? Please come forward at this time. Okay, do we have any opposition witnesses today? By a show of hands, anyone here testifying in opposition? Okay, anyone else registering any position on the bill?
Leslie Caldwell Houston for the California Public Defenders Association. We thank the author for accepting the amendments, and we will withdraw our opposition.
Javier Rodriguez with ACLU California Action. Appreciate the amendments. We're still reviewing. Thank you.
All right, thank you, everybody. Okay, Assemblymember Nguyen, did you? Oh, no, okay. Oh, got you. You're pulling double duty today. Okay. All right, back to the dais. Questions or comments from members of the committee? Or a motion? A motion by Nguyen and a second by, looks like Mr. Ramos is thinking about, thank you, Mr. Ramos. We have a motion and a second. All right, seeing no other discussion or questions. All right, Mr. Haney, would you like to close? From the city and county of San Francisco, I'll add.
Yes. Well, this is a challenge and a problem in Los Angeles, but also something I've heard about in San Francisco and in other counties that have challenges with overcrowded shelters. There are a lot of animals that have been brought there as part of court cases, sometimes court cases that involve animal cruelty. They shouldn't be forced to sit in limbo there. They should find a forever home as soon as possible, and that's what this bill will help to allow. And with that, respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Well, thank you, Mr. Haney. I have my seatmate carrying a bill from my hometown DA's office and with a sponsor that I'm very familiar with from some legislation we did last year. So, Mr. Haney, it's an emphatic aye. I appreciate you working with us. And if you're so inclined, I'd love to jump on and be a co-author of this bill as well.
Absolutely. So, happy.
All right, here, Mr. Alanis. Anyone else want to jump on this bill while we're at it?
I'll think about those ones, but for you for sure.
Okay, sounds like you got a whole boatload of co-authors there, Mr. Haney.
We'll take the balance.
We're going to quit while you're ahead. Let's conduct the roll.
For item 25, AB 2344 by Assemblymember Haney, the motion is due pass as amended to the Appropriations Committee. Schultz?
Aye.
Schultz, aye. Alanis? Aye. Alanis, aye. Gonzalez? Haney?
Aye.
Haney, aye. Harbidian? Lackey? Aye. Lackey, aye. Wen? Aye. Wen, aye. Ramos? Aye. Ramos, aye. Sharp Collins?
That bill's out. Mr. Ramos kept you waiting, but he's coming on too. So very well, we'll let you know the outcome.